Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel outside the target demographic. Today I'm going to be showing you a simple, cheap, and effective DIY, and that is a squeeze bag. Let's get started. For those of you who hunt or shoot long range or would have a need for one of these, this is a squeeze bag. And the principle behind it is you fill it with a certain amount of material and it will allow you to squeeze the bag to change how firm and therefore how tall the bag is. The idea behind that is if you had a firearm, I'm using a box today. If you have a firearm and it's sitting on a tripod on this end is against your shoulder. And by squeezing this bag, you can change the amount of elevation that rifle is going to experience. And by being able to change that amount of rearward elevation, the back end of the gun, you can also affect the amount of not changing in elevation. So this is a fantastic way if you don't have a lead sled or a stabilizing brace of some kind, more so for use for bench shooting or zeroing a rifle. This is something small, lightweight, handy to carry around into the field with you, and you can better stabilize your rifle, your firing platform, which will therefore give you better accuracy, better precision, and more ethical shots on target. So what we do is we go to Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has 2 men's socks for $1.25. And then you buy 2 bags of Great Northern beans for $1.25 each. So you're in for about $6. And you'll make 2 of them. I still have yet to make this one, but I did want to show you what it does. And basically what I did, you'll fill it up with just the beans. You'll give it at least a twist. And then you roll the excess sock back on itself. And how tightly you decide to roll the excess back on itself will affect its overall stretch capacity. And depending on the length of sock you get, I got one of the longer ones. You can see this one's over a foot long. Will give you more capacity of beans and a longer spring, I suppose. So this will compress down to 1, 2, 3, call it 4 inches. And if I squeeze it all the way out, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 inches. So it can stretch quite a bit and be able to give you those firing angles that you're going to need. If you're shooting relatively level and you have a short tripod, the shorter, more constricted will be better. And then if you're shooting on a taller tripod or at a downward angle, you may need to give yourself a little bit taller rearward support, which would aim your muzzle downwards. Another benefit is, since these are socks at Dollar Tree, you can get them in whatever colors you want. So I figure this one is going to draw enough attention if it's getting late at night or I leave it somewhere, I'm able to find it. But it's not neon green. It's not something that's going to draw attention out in the field or draw attention if I drop it underneath my tree stand or something like that. And now the deer or animals or something are going to be able to see it. So you have a little bit of flexibility there. The other benefit is, while you may not want to use this while hunting, you may want to use this while hunting. By that I mean, not only can you use this as a squeeze bag that you can carry with you, since you're carrying it with you, if you're not using it as a squeeze bag, you can use it as a microwavable heating or a refrigeratable cooling device. So I know here in Ohio, when I'm stuck in the deer stand, the deer make me pay for it by summoning some wicked cold weather. I'm a fan of the cold myself, but when you're sitting for 4 or 5 hours trying not to move, trying to delay and silence your breathing a little bit, it gets pretty fatiguing, and the wind will just wick any heat you have right off you. So this is a rather large capacity, 12 ounces according to the weight capacity, that you can microwave this for maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes, and you now have a heat radiator that you can shove up under your jacket, under your shirt, under your undershirt, and you now have a heat source that you're taking out into the field with you. The last thing you can do with this, since you have 2 of them, is you could get one small enough that you can keep it on the sling of your rifle, and that way you always know that you have it with you. But you could also make another one of these, and this one you can lay horizontally at the back of your rifle, and then the second one you can set up a little bit taller, and you can use essentially shooting bags or bench bags kind of thing. If you aren't carrying a tripod, if you don't want the weight of a tripod on your rifle, if you don't want the tripod getting snagged on, this, that, and the other. So you can carry these into the field. You can radiate them first with some microwaves to heat them up, and then you can use them at both the front and back of your rifle to prop it up and make it where you only have to provide minor changes in angle to get the firing solution you need, because the majority of the weight and the energy that you would have spent trying to support that rifle and keep it upright is now being absorbed by something that doesn't take any energy. So, as I said, this is a cheap, effective DIY. This is something you can do, something the kids can do for you. Christmas gift, birthday gift, hunting gift, whatever. But customizable, make it whatever color you want, whatever capacity you want. You can always, you saw how easy it is. I can pull this, spin it, pour some out, add some to it, whatever you need to do, dependent on whatever rifle you want to carry. And by it being beans, even if you were to drop this into a puddle or get it into high humidity or something like that, unless the water is boiling, this isn't really going to soak up any of that humidity. So it's relatively nature resistant, waterproof, shouldn't be putting out smell like corn or rice probably would. And for me, it's pretty handy when going out into the field with a lighter rifle, a 22 or something like that, teaching new people how to shoot. As light as 5 or 6 pounds sounds, and it is, when you're trying to support 6 pounds at complete arm extension, that gets pretty fatiguing pretty quickly. So having these on hand, if you need them, if someone with you needs them, again, heat source, easier way to train people, and it doesn't even break the bank doing it. This is outside the target demographic. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Any questions, comments, concerns you have, leave them in the comments section below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.